Welcome back to the UCF esports live stream. Tonight we've got a double header event for you guys on Overwatch. We got the Southern Esports Conference going on right now, or at least the match is about to start. But yeah, we are your hosts, Golden Feather and Momo Monkey Man, and we are going to be giving you the rundown, give you everything we need to enjoy this very nice, eventful game we're going to have today. Isn't that right, Monkey Man?
I completely agree, but before we really get started with the game and really the stream at all, do you want to talk about the new patch that just came out on Tuesday?
Oh yes, babe, wake up! The patch notes just came in because the new season just started. We have a lot of changes here, but I think you're a little more knowledgeable on that than I am. So, how about you start us off?
All right, I'll get right onto it. Just as a general note, just about 4 major things have changed in Overwatch. First of all, everyone got a huge health increase. So 200 HP heroes, so the majority of the cast are now 250 HP, and the tanks on average gained anywhere from like 75 to 100 or something HP on top of their health pool. Next, every single projectile and hit scan shot in the game has increased in size, which means that we're going to see a lot more hits today. At least I think so. Next major thing that changed is everyone has the support passive now, but instead of 2.5 seconds, it's 5 seconds before you start getting healed from it. And the last major change is every DPS hero now adds a 20% healing debuff to whoever they hit.
Right, and I think that does replace the reload speed passive you get when you kill someone, it's an interesting change. I'm a bit indifferent to that. I tried out myself earlier today. I have noticed that, well, the meta has definitely changed because of that. I mean, obviously, but I'm thinking like some characters that were kind of like out of the meta, like Hanzo, is starting to come back in, only because with basically a log for an arrow, you're gonna hit a lot of shots. You're just not gonna one-shot people anymore, which is, you weren't really doing that with Hanzo too much anyway, unless you were hitting like a Widow or something like that. But I don't know, we're gonna see things way differently this time around. Like, I think last time we were here, this new season didn't start, so we saw like a lot of Bastion, Sojourn. I noticed that Bastion has fallen off quite a bit, and Sojourn is not as strong, but she's still pretty strong. So I'm thinking we might see her. I know Lucio's pretty strong with these new with the health increase, because he thrives very well when no one gets popped. He kind of has a lot of that sustained healing. But I don't know, I'm very excited to see how the comps will play out tonight.
I'm very excited as well. I honestly have no clue what's going to be pulled out. They might be playing a brand new game. We're going to see a whole new meta. I don't know.
Yeah, we are kind of just waiting for this game to start here. It seems like, I think the map is Lijiang Tower. I'm not sure if they're going to change that last second on us, but I don't know what, I'm trying to remember. I haven't played on this map in a while, for let's say the actual tower, like the inside.
This is such a classic scrim map, though. I can't imagine that they're going to do anything besides the classic sim TP strat on this map.
Oh, that would be absolutely insane. They just teleport, kind of just. I think it's high ground. I forget which site we're talking about on this one.
If we're going to be talking about the tower itself, then they usually TP out spawn and swap to Sojourn or Tracer or something like that. But if we are going to be playing Night Market, then they will probably be running the TP brawl strat. So they'll place a TP right into the window above point and drop down onto it.
Okay, so adds quite a bit of speed, kind of gains more control of the point before it even opens up. And it seems like our last player has joined the lobby. We're we're just waiting on that. But yeah, I think I'm so sorry. So from what I know, it seems like Sim is she's not as great because, like, again, she doesn't really burst too hard, like, to begin with, and the fact that everyone has so much more health and damage.
The orbs are so large, though. I had to interrupt you, but the Sim orbs now hit so much more often.
That is true. The orbs are bigger. I don't think the laser is changed. I think it's still roughly the same size.
It did change. I think actually everything changed. I'm not positive about that.
Everything's just bigger. Like, even lasers are just bigger.
Even lasers, even hit scan shots, everything has increased in size. So hit scan is no longer pixel accuracy, it's now radius, so like old Sojourn shot.
Oh, no wonder Widow was easier for me to play. But anyway, let's take a look at our comps here. It seems like we have a BAP on both teams. We've got a soldier and a tracer that's UCF, right?
This is a very adventurous comp right here. Honestly, I haven't seen this in a long time. Back when Zarya's meta, maybe, but they're not running the classic sim TP strat. But I know who is.
Oh, we can see that on the other team already, but it seems like instead of going for that sim TP, it looks like UCF is going for just like, moving a bit faster. They have a tracer, they have soldier sprint. UCL also gives a lot of speed, and of course Wrecking Ball's just gonna roll right on into the fight. But see, things are starting off right now, and it looks like, Percy kind of falls quite quickly there. Kind of do a little too hard, but it seems like with the point opening up, it seems like our opponents are actually getting a huge amount of control of the point, and yeah, it looks like UCF can't really do anything at the moment. They're kind of just waiting for Wrecking Ball to come back, except he's not Wrecking Ball anymore. He switched over to Stigma.
I think UCF is starting to posture more towards a poke comp, which is a decision of this map into a semi-dive comp, but it might work out.
Might work out. It seems like it is working right now. They did manage to get swift control of the point and taking back, like, just when our opponents, I forget who our opponents are. I'm so sorry.
Me too. I don't think we were informed before the match began who our opponents
we never reviewed that, but yeah, it seems that they only got 15% of the point before it got taken back immediately, and it looks like we got a bit of a switch here. Now we have a Sombra to be looking out for. It looks like our Tracer almost
They have
dies
been running
that.
Sombra, I will say.
Oh, I probably didn't notice. I'm so sorry, but it looks like our Tracer has managed to get that pick on that Sombra before she managed to escape, which is going to be pretty beneficial for his team, because now, well, again, whoever doesn't have like the numbers advantage is kind of just waiting for their teammate to come back before they even like make any risky moves, because in these like very competitive environments, every pick matters, and every person is either some DPS support, whatever. You need every piece of manpower you have here. And it looks like Summer's about to fall again. Ooh, it teleports away, but I think either way, our Tracer gets that pick with a nice little clean headshot, finishing things off. Winston falls, and now it looks like the team has to back up a little bit. They're kind of in the back line. Tracer has that pulse bomb, but she's gonna save it. She doesn't really need to kill the Zen, and just gets that kill. Now
that was an important save of that pulse bomb, I will say, because it will be very important for next fight. One thing I do want to mention is I don't really understand what our opponents are trying to do right now. They're running a dive tank, but they're trying to play a poke comp. So I feel like a little bit of discord is causing them to start to slip.
Yeah, and I just ran a check. This is Mississippi State, so MSU is our opponents. I just got some time to check. But yeah, it looks like MSU is kind of trying to flank around to the backside, but it's not really working. We're getting 2 kills taken out on the supports. No more supports. Torbert's down. Winston is on the point, but he can't really take it. He did not ult. But look at the ult comp. Look at the ult economy here, and it looks like it doesn't really matter because, well, that is a clean sweep by UCF. They had 4 ults available still, assuming they were even going to get next fight, but that was a very quick round. UCF made quick work of MSU and just, I don't know, killed everyone before anything could even happen. Like, MSU kind of wanted to get, like, just a bit, I would say a hybrid comp that doesn't really exist, but kind of like hybridized.
But they aren't playing it the correct way, I will say. They should be playing 2 core team comp. Instead, they're playing like tank by itself and everyone else together. It's not a very good way of trying to run a 2 core comp.
Yeah, but, like. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I will say I think they might be thinking of something, because they wouldn't be running this comp randomly. They might have a plan in the back.
Yeah, but let's see if they can make that plan come into fruition in this next round. Because if they don't win this, UCF will take this first game, and it's gonna be a much harder time. But either way, it looks like the Zen has taken out the Ana with a nice little headshot. Very clean pick, and now once again, just the picks from every team. The fight is already over before it even began. The point just opened up, and look at that, just almost an ace, but Tracer gets outplayed just a little bit by that one Zen orb. A bit unfortunate, but either way, Tracer's team did get the point, so it's technically a win, and now he gets to come back, like, with no repercussions. And look at his ult charge, 65%. That's a clean pick on 1-2 people if he's lucky, but he's getting so close to just getting that free kill, as if he wasn't getting free kills already. But look at that, just going for that flank play, almost getting the Sojourn, and oh my god, one health, and it doesn't matter. The punch to the recall is all it takes to finish the job, and now Pulse Bomb is up. Zen is dead. Oh my god. I think, again, the fight's already over, and oh my god, I can't say anything else.
This
Oh my god, what
crazy.
what a display from our Tracer. And of course, I can't give credit to just the Tracer. This is just an impressive display from everyone. If Benno's team wasn't able to hold the enemy in that little tight area, he would not be able to get those massive picks. So the fact that his team is holding steady, like down a teammate in the main fight, is kind of just really helping these things out. But what is that? A triple knock off the side of the map by Ajax. Wow, I wish I saw that, but it looks like that's the perfect turn that MSU needed to get the point. Maybe hold the momentum enough to win this next round. We'll see if UCF has anything cooking for this very next fight for us.
I think this pulse bomb might be very big though, considering their backline is double main support.
And I think the pulse bomb just got hit. I don't think it landed, unfortunately, but either way, I don't think it matters too much because Soldier just scored a kill on Zen. Looks like Ram is gonna take out that Lucio, finish the job. He's got Annihilation up, but he doesn't really need it because look at that, Torb's dead. Oh, I think, is that Soldier? No, that is not Soldier. That is Sojourn dead. Sorry. But anyway, UCF does take the point once again, and now with Annihilation up and Attack Visor like almost up, and also Transcendence is coming up very soon. UCF is in a very strong position here. But I mean, just looking at MSU as well. Let's kind of like break this down a little bit.
I do think I was gonna say I think this is a very strong showing from UCF's DPS lineup because I feel like both Benno and Sick have been able to make this game very well.
Oh, it's just Annihilation just jumping in. Ajax does get another double kill with the knock, but oh my god, the Winston ult and Annihilation is down. It did run out, but that Winston ult is also gonna burn pretty soon. He can't exactly kill with that up, but he can kind of waste. He can waste as much time as he possibly can. That's come in with the Transcendence, trying to keep things steady just long enough for his team to come back. Lucio is on the field, but either way, the Attack Visor does not miss. Now Lucio falls just as quickly, and oh my god, we look at that, almost an ace. That is the first game won by UCF. Wow.
I mean, I do want to say I think UCF played that extremely well. I think once again the DPS rosters are doing a lot more now that the changes come in to allow them anti-heal.
Yeah, but there we go. We finally get to see that one triple kill off the map that Ajax did manage to score, which that was absolutely insane. I did not expect that to happen on this map. I mean, who
he might be the real Ajax with that sort of play.
He could be. But anyway, UCF does take that first game, which just went by so fast. Oh my god, I did not expect. I don't want to say a steamroll, but I mean, I don't really know how else to put it.
I would put it not as a steamroll. I feel like MSU has put up a pretty decent showing there. It's just they weren't playing the right comp for the right situation. But I feel like this next game could be quite a difficult one for UCF. We'll see what gets put in though.
I totally agree. I mean, I have to agree with that because MSU can definitely pull this back. They aren't here for nothing. So I really hope they actually they can think of something to counter UCF because as of right now, UCF hasn't really changed the strategy. They kind of just keep the same characters, keep the same comp. There's always a counter to everything. So I don't know exactly what the counter is. I'm only plat. But
if you want me to say, I think that UCF has been playing to what the perceived meta is, which is difficult to say because we're only 2 days into the new patch. But playing this brawl-centric and also poke-centric Tracer comp with Soldier, I feel like it's a very strong move, but it isn't impossible. I think a very well-coordinated dive could very easily take out 1 or 2 people in the backline and turn the fight in MSU's favor. But from what I've seen, they've only been playing Winston Sombra, which really isn't enough kill potential.
Right. I think just from my experience, a very strong way to kind of break apart UCF's structure, getting that pick like on like one person. It's like the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And if the weakest link is well dead, then well, I mean the whole chain starts to fall apart. You take out that soldier, that's half the DPS gone. That if that tracer as well, if that tracer gets picked, trying to go for a pick, well, that could spell trouble for UCF because
That's how we see the team fight losses, especially on Lijiang. Most of the team fight losses were because of an early pick by MSU, a very good pick, I will say. But you know, if UCF can make sure that they stay alive throughout all of MSU's pressure, especially pre-fight, it will allow them to win. But if they don't, I feel like this could be a very tough game.
Right. But either way, this game is it's still anybody's game. Anyone can win this, and of course, I don't think it's as close as UCF tried to make it look. MSU still definitely does have a very good chance of pulling this back, and it seems like they're taking this time right now to kind of like butt heads together and think of a new game plan for this
They're
next
huddling
round.
up, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah. If they were all in the same room, they probably would. Seems like they haven't really changed the map though, unless they're doing Lijiang Tower again.
It
Which
might be
weird.
swapping one of their players.
That's also possible, but yeah, I don't know what the map is. It's probably not. It's definitely not going to be a control again. It's going to probably payload.
I hope
I'm guessing.
hybrid.
Hybrid's fun. Hybrid's very fun. Maybe it'll be that. We're not sure. I mean, I think MSU gets to pick if I remember correctly.
Those are usually the rules for these kinds of tournaments. The loser of a map gets to pick the next one.
Yeah. So I don't know what MSU is comfortable on. I mean, I'm not from Mississippi. I don't really know these guys. But from what I'm understanding with their comps, like I think a hybrid might work out for what they're trying to go for. Because well, I mean, you capture a point. Payload doesn't really like score well when it comes to kind of like a dive comp. Like you can't really dive as hard and expect to like steamroll.
I think
like
you're slightly wrong there. It's just saying that dive isn't as good on payload. I feel like dive is pretty equally effective no matter what map type you're playing. It's just the way that you do the dive is different.
Right. I will take that L. I will take that L. Now that I remember, yes, I have gotten beaten up by some dives when I'm playing payload on defense.
I will say it is more difficult. Yeah. You are right because on payload maps you have to wait for the right. If you're playing a control map or a map with a point, you can kind of set up a dive and it's not moving, and you can make sure it's perfect before you land. But on payload, you kind of have to be more dynamic with how you're playing. It is a more difficult setup.
Yeah, you kind of like not only the fact that someone has to be on the payload so you don't lose momentum and time. Like just like you need to like be in the right position because again, the map really determines what the play ends up being.
It's King's Row. We were right. It is hybrid.
It's a hybrid. Okay, so I don't know. Let's break this down a little bit for everyone here. So King's Row. Let's see. I don't know who's attacking first.
MSU will be attacking first if you're on red team.
All right. So okay. I don't know. So King's Row is a very fun map. You got a lot of sniper angles. You have a lot of very long lanes to work with. So maybe Junker Queen, maybe Ashe. I know Widow is very popular on this map to get that very first pick, then you switch right after.
Do you mind if we transition to first point on camera?
Oh, I'm not running the camera.
I know you aren't. I'm just asking. Yeah. So the great thing about King's Row, in my opinion, is you can run really whatever on King's Row, but I feel like Brawl specifically is very strong on this map, historically at least. Right. And it looks like UCF is running both teams are going to be running a true Brawl comp here.
Alright, so yeah, we have, so it seems like we did get the Ashe, which, Ashe is pretty strong. Ashe is actually really good. Again, Ashe was meta before. She's still really strong, especially with the new changes, because, well, she's not going to get picked as easily, and she works really well with those extended fights, because a dynamite into 5 people, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
It's all about that ultimate, though. Yeah, getting Bob is so important for Ashe's kit. Right. I will say UCF, I did say we were running a true Brawl comp, but it looks like they're actually running a half Brawl, half Poke comp. So we'll see if they're able to make this work out. It's a little bit less pressure they're able to put on the front line, but they might be able to get the good pick and open up fights.
Yeah. And as for MSU, it seems like, yeah, they are doing a brawl comp because, I mean, they ran that Brig as well. Well, nice little Ice Wall, I mean, a nice little pick from Percy onto the Soldier. Nice little hammer swing to the face. Does the shot pretty well. The shield's almost broken. It seems like MSU is going for a flank push. Ryan's shield is almost down, and oh my god, it doesn't matter. Fire Strike will finish off the Ram, and it seems like despite having very little defense at the moment, UCF is holding this pretty strong. They have that poke from the upper levels. They have Ana, Zen, they have Ash sniping from the sidelines. Is exactly what UCF needs to hold that defense together, because that was looking pretty dire for a moment. I thought Percy was about to die there. His shield was literally at 2 health.
Yeah, the big scare of trying to run a hybrid comp with Brawl is that your front line will probably die, but as long as you kill their front line faster or better with your poke part, then you'll win.
Yeah,
it's very scary though.
Just that. UCF did just that. They took out that Ram first. Which was very interesting. I didn't think Ram would fall first there because everyone was kind of in that fight. Brig could have easily died. Oh, I was talking about after that part, like when they actually on the flank. That's more of like a pick than anything. But yeah, just like in that little like section there, like Ram fell first, and then just everything started to fall apart a little bit. It was kind of even for a moment, and then UCF kind of held together because well, the pull from Bubble was just too much.
Losing a tank in a brawl is too much to live off of, so that's, I feel like, why MSU lost that fight.
Right, but it seems like a nice little hammer from Percy will take out the Lucio. It takes out the Ram with a nice little nano charge, and it looks like Sojourn is next up on the chopping block. Nice little hammer swing, but doesn't win the fire strike. I think that land that will like, ooh. Torb does finish off Percy, ends this little streak there, but that was a very nice hammer. Nice little shatter by Percy to kind of stall the push just a little bit longer. Now with a minute 45 left on the clock, MSU is kind of taking advantage of that missing tank. Ash is trying her best to hold from above, but a piece of dynamite is not going to be enough to take out all 5 of them. Now that MSU is getting their momentum back. They're pushing the point right now, but Zenhold is kind of gonna shake things up. A nice little beat from Lucio though will hold things together, and a lot of picks here. The turn's down, but Percy's down too. The Zen falls despite the kick, and oh my god, the point is taken, and now May has to run for her life. She has a blizzard, but she's not gonna use it just yet. I don't know if she's gonna survive this. Ooh, the crystal will save her for just a little bit, or is it gonna? Might turn into a stagger though, and I think it is a stagger. A lot of stuff just happened there.
UCF did lose the fight, but look at the ultimate economy. I think we might have won the war here. Because they had to use so many ultimates in order to take that point that now we have almost 4 up. Oh, maybe 3, almost 3 up.
Yeah, I think that was a 1 for 2. I know Zen ulted and I know Lucio ulted. I think Sojourn ulted too, if I recall correctly. But the ult economy, yes, is very strong for UCF. And oh my god, it looks like a nice little shatter. Knocks out 3 people, which is gonna lead to 3 kills. Might be 4. Yeah, it's 4 by a charge. That is 5. That's almost 5 by my count. That is 5 by my count. That's a nice little ace for UCF.
This game is all about ultimates, and just one good one will win a fight. And now look at the ultimate economy. It has fully changed into UCF's favor at this point.
Right, it looks like Shadow has switched over to Sombra, sacrificing a bit of his ult charge to maybe get it picked on that Ash or that Zen. And I know Sombra plays very well into Zen. Zen can't really defend himself against a Sombra that well, but
I think you would have been right about 3 days ago. Nowadays, I think Zen wins from 1v1. But of course, I can't confirm that yet.
Right, but it seems like a nano charge into the Ram all the way across the map. Is he gonna get a kill? No, he's not. That's very close. Oh, but he gets it. Anyway, here comes Lucio trying to save his teammate, but it's not enough. He has to run away now. Ooh, the charge almost hits, but I think May's gonna take the kill instead. I thought Lucio was gonna escape there. that was so close.
He could have very easily escaped, but UCF has a good aim.
Yeah. Well, what's there to say? Yeah, let's take a look at the ults here. We got a minute 45 left on the clock, and the payload's barely pushed. But there's a Torble, but no more Torble looks like. Oh, a fire strike. into Brig. Oh, almost lands the charge. The Shatter is up, but he's gonna use it. It's a very nice place to take out both Torb and Lucio, but I'm not sure if he needs it. Kind of charging in there, and there we go. Zen finishes off those 2 kills, and this is quite the struggle for MSU. They have a few ults coming up, but UCF is just in such a strong position that it doesn't really like it's gonna be hard to even like make it work because I mean Shatter's still up. You have Transcendence still up. I mean like a Torbo isn't really gonna like.
I feel like the only chance they have is to use both of their support ultimates in one fight to push through our team, and it might happen.
Yeah, but the Shatter into the Transcendence countering countering all that lava there is exactly what UCF needs to win this next fight, and I don't know. This is looking very difficult for MSU. I'm not saying it's over, but it's a hard game. I mean, they have EMP, they have Brigo, I forgot what it's called.
EMP is definitely a win condition, I will say, because one well-placed EMP can destroy an entire team. But you have to get it in a good place in the first place, right?
Yeah, kind of getting into that backline as well, which is gonna be hard. And with losing your Lucio, it's only gonna be harder. And the EMP goes off. Does take out the Zen, but oh my god, a nano ride is kind of a menace. He's kind of holding strong. They're barely losing any health, and Brig is left by herself. Despite having her ult, she's still gonna die here. And now with the Shatter back up, I don't think it matters. Oh my god, just for good measure, a Shatter into, is that Lucio's face or is that Torb's face? Oh my, what did I?
That's an impressive charge.
Am I saying that correctly? Oh my god.
Percy is built completely differently. What was that?
Hold on, let me recap for just for the last 5 seconds. Did I just see a Ryan pin a ball?
I believe that's what I saw as well. I don't believe it, but like, you know, I think my eyes work somewhat.
I got my glasses on. Yeah, I definitely saw that correctly. That ball just got pinned by a Ryan. I mean, like, I don't think he could have, you know, pushed a point or killed like the whole team, but I mean that was just
This is a very winnable game for UCF, though. They didn't push that cart enough to make it a threat, but if they can still full hold first, and it would be a loss for UCF, right? So
I mean,
we'll see what happens.
Anything can happen, but let's take a look at the comps once again before the game starts. We're seeing looks like Percy sticking with his Ryan. It looks like Ryan was definitely a very strong pick here. He wants to try it again, but seems like the rest of UCF's comp is roughly the same except for the DPS. Now we have a Genji and a Pharah, which is...
This is very odd. If you don't, for anyone who doesn't know, Beno is a Genji main, and he's not the one who's playing Genji at this point.
That's quite interesting to know about. I was more thinking about how that is a double projectile comp for DPS. And it's going to be a bit harder to catch, let's say, Sojourn with Slide Jump. But I mean, with the comp that MSU has, it might end up working because mostly everyone else is relatively immobile. I mean, you have Torb, Zen, like, they aren't really dashing it anywhere. Torb runs a little fast, but...
We might see more double projectile comps in the future, though, considering that all the projectile sizes have increased, making them larger, so...
Right.
Oh, well, they swapped.
It seems like it swapped, so... we're not going to test that theory just yet, but I will say the turret does get taken out by Zen. Zen has... I want to say this Zen has pretty nice aim. He's been hitting a lot of shots. But yeah, it looks like the pressure from Pharah is kind of you know, a little oppressive at the moment. Just raining hell on all the angles, just wiping out every possible opposition that MSU could provide. And just like that, that's a free take by UCF almost. That was like what, double kill immediately, and the points already being taken. I think Zen's gonna fall here to Beno once again. Beno has just been going crazy on his DPS. Oh my god. Like,
I feel like
Tracer, now this.
DPS are just going crazy. I will say, I don't think we're seeing Sick Buckle as much, but he's been pulling off some really good clips from just looking at the kill feed.
Yeah, I've been watching the kill feed. I've been kind of watching the glowing lights on my screen, but yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. I think the whole team is just holding together very well, and even though we are watching Beno get these very nice plays, I'm not going to discredit anyone, especially, let's say, the other DPS, because it's not DPS diff without both DPSs. But I mean, just looking at as Flank here, almost catches it.
No.
Ooh.
That
Almost
might be a
gets it, but
bad
that's
pick.
sick. unfortunately, Sojourn does win that fight. A nice little railgun shot, not fully charged, but railgun shot to the face is not very healthy for Farah. But look at Sick now. He definitely has his ult up. You can see that, and I mean now it's his time to shine. Looks like I think he wants to hit that element. There we go. The artillery's coming right on up here. And it looks like he's gonna zone off everyone while Farah flanks it from the backline. Gets her rocket barrage in a shatter from Percy. I think that's gonna end this game 2-1. It looks like, or
2-0. You mean on the
I was reading the other score. I should not have read that one. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the match score is 2-0 right now. I don't know. I think that's.
Is this best of 3 or best of 5?
I haven't checked, but let's take a look at this instant replay by Percy here, and that triple shatter from before, leading to a triple kill straight into the ace, pinning the Torb and just finishing the job on Sojourn. 2 health left in a nice little fire strike. Look at that.
That was a very impressive showing. I love Kings Row.
Mechanics.
I feel like Kings Row always shows off the best in a team and the worst in a team, and I feel like UCF showed their best.
Yeah, UCF definitely did lock in that last game, and oh my god, those ride mechanics were on point. I think everyone's mechanics were on point, but I mean that the highlights are the highlights. So
you're not wrong.
Just an amazing display from UCF. I think MSU definitely did have good chances to kind of pull them back. I mean, they got the pick on that Farah, kind of like when she tried to flank in an indoor area as Farah, but like there wasn't too much counterplay like being enacted as much. There wasn't as much like kind of like going for those picks, kind of just like brawling it out with UCF, which I mean they tried that already. It's not exactly the greatest with what UCF's been pulling right now. So
really, MSU got poked out there. That first fight, MSU just got completely poked out from Vafara and just putting too much damage in before the fight really started for them because they're trying to run a more brawly setup. And on the second fight, they lost because ultimate economy. They just didn't have enough charge because they all died too quickly without putting in enough damage.
Right.
Because that was the comp they were running. It was a little bit unfortunate to see the Matt game in here.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it was best of 3. But yeah, so I think that will conclude the first half of our doubleheader, and it seems like UCF is going to try to maintain their title as the champions at the moment against UF. Now, I don't know how great UF is, but I mean,
UF is a legendarily good team, but they're also legendary for one other thing, which is running a Symmetra comp every game.
Really now? Okay, I did not know that.
Yes, UF is the best team in Florida.
Oh.
By like a good amount. Not a good amount. I'll say they're just the best team in Florida traditionally. That's what scorelines have said. And they've pretty consistently beat UCF. But this is a new patch. It's a new world. We'll see what happens.
I mean, new patch, pretty much new game at this point. Well, not exactly. I wish Wizard made a new game. But it seems like from what I'm hearing, it looks like we're gonna have a very eventful game for our second half. It seems like for UCF, this was just a warm up. Looks like now they're getting into the main course.
I do believe it's A team though for this second game. This was B team.
A team. Okay, so it's not the same team, but either way, UCF is going for second round at it. But either way, I guess this was our warm up for the main course, because I can't wait to see a closer game. Because I'm gonna be honest, that wasn't as close as I always wanted to be. I like closer games; they're more fun, they're definitely more tense, and of course, it's more fun for us to watch, right?
Of course.
So,
do you happen to know when the next match starts? Is it now?
According to my schedule, the second game is supposed to start 8:30. We're like about 10 minutes. 8:30.
Right.
Yeah.
We can continue to discuss in here while we're waiting, of course. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with that. But it seems like so we are a little early for the second match. But I don't know. What are we thinking for this next game? Of course, it's completely different teams, so we might end up just starting from the very beginning.
Yeah, if we are playing against the UFA team, we will in all likelihood be playing against a Symmetra comp, Symmetra Brawl comp. It will be It's very specific. They run it almost every game,
Okay.
including against like Pharah Mercy Pockets. They still run the Symmetra Brawl comp with Reaper, from what I've heard
That
before,
that is
and
I
they win.
they win with that.
Yes,
Okay, I still need to put the piece of the puzzle together with that. Who's killing the Pharah and the Mercy
Reaper.
again? Reaper kills a Pharah and a Mercy. That's
There's
interesting.
legends I've heard and been told from members of both A and B team is that they teleport the Reaper up to the high ground and he drops onto the Pharah as she passes and basically one shot kills her.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, like as much as that is technically a spoiler for what might end up happening, if that does end up happening, I don't know if it will. But that I mean, I guess that is a way to play it. But again, that's like that's a risk. That's a huge risk that I was not expecting from such a competitive setting. That feels like a meme strat or like
They
a counter you would do.
do. There has been criticism of UF saying that they do are a meme team. It's true that they do run this one strat on almost every map, almost every situation, but it works out for them because it's difficult to train against the strat because no one else can run it correctly. They have a
Right.
specific person that only plays Symmetra. They're essentially a Symmetra one trick,
Okay.
and that's what allows them to make these plays because they're very good at Symmetra, essentially. This isn't the only case where this happens in Overwatch esports, though. Some very famous teams have been one-trick teams, like Goats. The original Goats team was a one-trick team. All their players were the mains of the specific characters of Goats lineup, and they only play that lineup, and they win.
Hmm. Okay. Well, it seems like we have looks like we have the Krabby Patty secret formula right here. It looks like seems like we kind of understand what we're kind of expecting. It seems like well, I mean, if they're gonna if they yeah if you
If
if you
I'm
have this
right, if I
know
remember correctly,
yeah
if this is UFA team, then that is the likely strat they're running.
right
It's a
yeah
very difficult strat to counter. It takes a lot of coordinated teamwork or just beating them in the brawl, essentially. If UCF decides to fight the brawl, they will have to put their 100% in to barely stand a chance.
well then seems like it looks like we have our tasks laid out for us, and I'm not sure. Again, we are kind of early for this, so it is going to be a bit of a wait. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I actually want to see this strat for myself. I mean, like you kind of explained the rundown of it, but I mean, I want to see how this works.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious what they do. They kind of group up together as a single unit, and whenever they find an opportunity advantage, they use a teleporter and just drop onto the enemy team. So if UCF makes any mistake in a fight, if one of the people gets out of position, they just lose that
Wow.
fight.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not exactly sure if I want to bet money on, it, but I mean, let's see if that happens tonight. I mean, if UF is notorious for running this, I wouldn't be. I mean, it's not out of the realm of believability for them to do it again. But I don't know. Again, this new patch that has been out for 2 days. I mean, this strat is what they do like every time. I don't know, like if it's as good now that everything's changed. Like everyone has more health. Like Reaper,
Since Metro was nerfed 2 patches ago now.
right? And also the fact that everyone has more health. So maybe Reaper can't get that one shot like he wants. Maybe that Ferret can escape, and now Reaper's a bit out of position because he's kind of behind the whole team almost.
But now
So
they've
a
changed
turn
Farah,
kinda
so
kills
now
him.
she can't stay in the sky forever.
That too. So I mean, if let's say if that Reaper times that perfectly, he can get those nice shotgun shots in. But again, no one's one shot with a Mercy pocket. That Fair's gonna it's gonna take a while for her to go down. At least longer than before. I don't know if it's there if the changes are really gonna affect that as much since Reaper still does a lot of damage. When
Of
you're point
course.
blank.
And when I say
But yeah,
essentially one shot, I do mean like 2 Reaper bullets sometimes. He can
yeah.
one shot, but he never really does.
Yeah, like, I understand that. It's more like I don't know. It might take three now or four, and that that little bit of time might be exactly what UCF needs to kind of you know cut that chain. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand what you're saying. Uh it will be a very interesting match. And once again, I still don't know if they're going to be running this comp, for sure at least. It's just
Right. I mean,
traditionally they have.
yeah, like I mean, if they want to keep up with their reputation, they're gonna try it anyway. Even if it's we don't know if it's weaker because the patch just came out. So I don't know. Like if they want to run again, we'll see it. We'll see if it's as effective. And if not, well, we'll see something new that they bring out.
What I'm really interested in is seeing how UCF will be trying to counter this comp because they played against it before. They've played and lost against it in the last I forgot the term, but it's like the Florida State tournament where all the Florida college teams play against each other.
Okay.
It was fairly recent.
Well, it seems like UCF knows their opponents then. Well, assuming they do the same stuff again. But yeah, I mean, like I think like the ball's in UCF's court to kind of counters. But I mean, at the same time though, is this strat we're talking about so much? Is it even gonna be played, or is it even gonna be like effective at all? We have no idea.
We have recently gone through a roster shift at UCF, and I'm not positive if they've played against UF in an actual game since then. So maybe this new roster will have an answer for the question of Symmetra Raw comp, especially with Laser.
Yeah, I mean, a bigger laser is. I mean, I
I'm
don't know
talking
how I
about
feel
the
about
player
that.
Laser.
Oh, his name is Laser. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Symmetra's Laser. I'm like, okay.
No. The player Laser. He's one of the new players on the team, and he was I believe he was a top 50 player.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking he may have an answer to this question. We'll see.
Right, let's see if Laser can counter the lasers. It looks like. Let's see if he can do that. But yeah, is there anything else we want to kind of discuss? Because I think if we don't, I think we might go on a little break until we get this game set up.
I don't really have anything else to say unless you want to discuss the patch at all anymore. But I think we covered that at the beginning of stream.
Yeah, I think like I think we get pretty much everything. Because I mean I don't know what's good. I take
maybe
back exactly
we won't
what
take
I
a break.
said. Well, it looks like we're jumping right back into it. Because I think that lobby's getting set up. Let's see if we're gonna join in time. We got a little timer there. Okay. Yeah, looks like our
Do you mind
already.
looking at Laser's stat card? I just want to make sure I was correct about that. I think he was a top 50 player either last season or 2 seasons ago.
Let's take a look at this. I'm curious. Let's see if this is the ace UCF needs to win this match. He might be.
Yeah, that one. And I think
Ooh.
one more season ago, I think he was top 50. No, I was wrong. Yeah. So, but he is a top 500 player still. A GM1 top 500 player. He's new to a roster. He's our new hit scan player. Well, I say new. It's like 2 months now, but
Well, new for us, new for this season, new for this tournament. So yeah, new. Chaz,
of course,
is this
we've
real?
had Bond for a while. He's also legendarily good at the game. We had Glory Blade last season, I do believe.
Oh, okay. And I think Dateball is making a return this season as well. Looks like because I think I remember seeing him like. Unless he was on the student series, I don't remember. I remember.
Datable isn't on a team. Datable's the head of Overwatch Esports, and she's she doesn't play on teams.
Oh my god, I don't know my people. Okay,
It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, looks like Cobalt was here again. He just played last game. Looks like he's gonna be doing a lot of Overwatch tonight. But of course,
they are running Harmony. They are running the sim comp.
They are now. Oh.
If you want to look at Harmony's stat card, I'm fairly sure you'll see what's gonna happen. You don't need to though. They're opponents, so I don't know what the etiquette is.
Yeah, I'd say just to be safe, let's not do that just yet. I guess we can do that later if we want, like after the game. But
yeah,
I mean,
Harmony
at that point,
is a legendary player, I will say.
So the legends are true. He's real. Yeah. Okay. Chat, is this real? I mean, like the name of the game says it all for itself. Is this real? I think it is. This looks real enough to me. I mean, my eyes are working, right? I'm wearing my glasses.
You don't know who these guys are. What are you kidding?
I I mean, you could have been lying to me this whole time. I would have been none the wiser. But I believe you. I definitely. I mean, if what you're saying is like, oh, if this is the team, well, this is probably the team then.
Yeah, I'm very. I'm actually extremely excited to see this game.
Yeah.
Because I really do want to see how our new roster plays against the traditional UF roster. They run pretty much the same players every year.
Okay. So it's like that one. It's like that scene in like the movie where like the new guy is like, oh, he's actually really good at this thing, and he has to be like the all-time champion. It's like that. It's like that part of the movie, that trope, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we checked out Laser, our new guy. I mean, like, what, he's like top 500 and
yeah, he was top 500.
Like, he could carry this game. I mean, like, it's completely possible. Like, it's definitely there. I wouldn't put out the realm of believability that UCF can definitely get a clean win off of this if they, play their cards right.
I mean, they're both of these teams are GM1 teams, and for anyone who doesn't know, that means that's the top 0.1% of the player base. So it's all of these players are very good at the game. I think technically Glory Blade is the lowest ranked player on our team, but he doesn't play competitive, so that's why he doesn't rank higher.
He plays unranked. That's his.
I'm honestly the same way. Me and him were on the team together not a few semesters ago, and it was both of us were like that.
And if I'm seeing this correctly, the map is Horizon.
That is incorrect. Horizon is out of the map pool for years now.
That's about to say. I mean, like, I'm seeing it. Like, they're not actually picking it, are they?
No, they aren't allowed to pick it for any tournaments.
Yeah, I was like, there's probably a reason why I haven't seen this map, but it's just sitting there right now. I thought
it is a 2CP map, but on top of that, it was taken out of a competitive rotation in, I believe, 2020.
Oh my god!
Because it was a very bad map.
Oh.
It was the second worst map in the game behind Paris.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like we have a real map now, Nepal. Seems like another control. I think like all these matches start with a nice little control point.
If it's the same league, then they usually have rules about it. Which maps go first?
No, I haven't read the rule book, so I should probably do that at some point.
Don't worry about it, man. I mean, there's too many tournaments and different playings that all the teams are taking part of, and the rules are not the same between them, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your word for it, but either way, the map, it looks like it's going to be Nepal control point. We have some very interesting angles to work with here. I mean, like, let's kind of break this down. We don't know what UCF is going to play just yet because, I mean, they have a new roster and a new meta. But if we're assuming that Harmony and his nice little legendary team does the same sim comp, how do you think it's going to work here?
Well, if we're playing for it, really all the points are pretty similar on this map for how they will play. They're probably going to try to push up and try to engage a little bit on the fight, force out some cooldowns from UCF's part, force mistakes on UCF's part, and then take advantage of them using sim teleporter.
Right. Okay, well, it seems we might have to kind of change things up a little bit because now I think the map is actually Ilios. They kind of switched on us the last second. But
I was a little bit surprised.
They got the lighthouse first.
Oh, they aren't. They aren't running it.
Huh.
This is surprising. I have heard that Harmony plays Junkrat occasionally, but now the map's reset, so maybe they are going to be playing it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably. You know how the game auto sets like, oh, who you're hovering first. I think that's what the game showed us.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I'm not sure. I think I have heard that Harmony has played Junkrat before, so I wasn't too surprised.
Yeah.
It's like they can't run it every game, every map, but they run it for majority of games, majority of maps, including Ilios.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
They're running ball with it this time.
instead of Reaper, it looks like we got Sojourn. I mean, Sojourn is definitely more up there in the meta again after, you know, that little slight buff. I don't know how that put her back in the meta exactly, but she's in there now. So I wouldn't be surprised if
that
them
buff
getting better.
didn't really do anything for her. She was already part of the meta, and it just made her slightly stronger.
Well, again, that slight increase might be all we need to get some attention, it looks like, because I'm seeing Sojourns like in every game I'm playing, and it looks like we're seeing Sojourn in the tournaments too. But let's take a look at let's look at UCF. We got Soldier and Tracer, just like before, but it's a different team, so I think played a little bit differently. With balls, kind of interesting. But either way, it looks like the Zen gets picked first. And the point's not even up yet. It's kind of, again, just, you know, playing for picks, and looks like Mammoth is gonna fall. Sojourn did get that nice headshot with the railgun. You always like those. But it looks like, yeah, UF is definitely gaining control of the point first. So it looks like the ball's not gonna make it out here, even though he kind of tried to stall just a little bit. But I mean, it's a ball versus, you know, every single enemy on the team, so you're not gonna last too long. But it's like UCF is gonna have to coordinate up once again.
Yeah, it looks like my prediction was pretty correct. They, basically the Zen got a little bit isolated on the high ground, and they just teleported up to the Zen and killed him immediately.
Right, yeah.
And let's see how they're going to play this fight now. They aren't on the offense, they're on the defense. A little bit harder.
Yeah, but this is it. It's kind of a struggle for UCF right now. I mean, like Laser's already down. Looks like that pick from Sojourn was pretty strong. I don't know if Ball can kind of knock anyone off the map. That's kind of, I feel like that would be the play here, to try to, you know, get picked that way. But you already lost like your Soldier, now your Lucio's down. It's a struggle. It's a very hard game. But we have a Tracer Pulse Bomb ready to go at a moment's notice here. Like, you know, you chuck that on the Soldier and bye overclock for about 20 seconds. But let's look at, you know, the whole game. Looks like we have 4 ults coming up very soon for UCF, and looks like we got
same way for both teams
right
honestly.
now. Yeah, it seems like the ult combi is actually the same now that I think about it, but the overclock doesn't score kills, but man, it does get like a double triple here, it looks like, and
UCF looks like
UCF does take it back. A lot of things just happened. It looks like the flank from Lucio into the Rockets takes out Harmony, and now UCF has control of the point. I think Mammoth's kind of going back into the spawn now for some reason. I think
he's taxiing Lucio.
Yeah, he's kind of taxiing, which is always nice. Even though there's like, let's say, no Somber or anything on UF, it's always nice to have a little teammate there to kind of guide you back to the point. But UF does kind of get control of the point again.
Is that a boop on the ball?
Wow. Yes, it is. Looks like Orca does take out the ball, and now with the point in position to UF again, things are looking pretty bad for
immediately.
Yeah.
Just after the ball dies, you need the ball to initiate a dive on their team.
Yeah, and there we go. The B from Mammoth kind of escorts the team onto the point, but I don't know, does it score any kills, any picks? Yes, it does. Both DPSs are down, or he finishes them off with some nice sprays from dual machine guns. But now game's in overtime. It's all up to Orca to hold this together, but it's not enough. UCF does take the point back and kind of, you know, grasps onto the side of the cliff before they fall off, which was exactly what they needed, it looks like. But wow, that was quite eventful.
This is turning into a very close game. I was thinking, man, this is UF. They might just take this map immediately, but UCF's putting up a good fight.
Yeah, and it looks like UF is kind of switching. They have a Cassie now instead of Sojourn, and it looks like that was a decent pick here because it does take out Laser. And the looks like another beat goes off into the Transcendence from Taylor. Kind of saves the day for just a little bit, but again, it's very close. UF actually did capture the point again somehow, but oh my god, Balls just holds it together. But with the Winston ult, the Rage coming in, it's going to be very hard to hold this together. But the Minefield is up and ready to go, but is Ball going to drop it? It looks like he doesn't really need it.
UF got the early pick that fight, but UCF was able to turn around immediately. They were able to take advantage of how they spread apart after killing Laser, and they got the picks that they needed. It was a very, very good counter dive in that scenario.
Yeah, and I do remember seeing in the kill cam, I wanted to make a joke about it, but it looks like Taylor did get a kick kill on the Lucio, kind of knocking him off the wall, which is kind of interesting. But oh my god,
Oh, no.
almost a boop, almost a boop. The minefield's gonna go up, and there we go. The game's in overtime. UCF's kind of letting UF capture the point and kind of baiting them into a false sense of security, which is kind of interesting because you kind of want to defend the point with your life when the enemy team's on 99. Looks like I hear a window go up from Godzo here, coming up from the flank, which is going to be very nice for the hit scans, but Ball kind of knocks him around a little bit, kind of disorients just for a moment here. But now, look at this, UCF is now staying close to that 99. It's going to be 99 to 99 here. Wow, and Ball knocks off the, is that the Lucio? The BAP goes down, gets knocked off the map, but oh my god, Ball's almost dead here. But it's kind of just got, oh, looks like the Deadeye comes up, doesn't kill, but Ball messes up just a little bit, falls off the map. The game is in overtime. It's going to be in overtime for this entire time. The beat from Man does save it, but counter beat from
UCF takes
from
first
Orca.
point.
Doesn't matter. It turns out so much has happened. Double B into UCF, clutching that back with some very nice momentum.
This was a very close point, honestly. I haven't seen a point like this in a long time. Just back and forth on 99. Just a comment there, earlier you said, well, they're like letting UF come into the point and take it. When playing against two dive comps against each other, the idea being that you want to force the other team to engage first so you can take advantage of their backline being farther away from their team. So you kind of want them to push into point so you can dive on their backline instead of them diving onto yours.
It seems like that's a big brain play. I haven't exactly learned yet, but wow, it looks like UCF definitely did know that themselves and kind of just went in and took their opportunity. But now, I mean, the next round is starting. They are ahead by 1, but let's take a look at the comps before things really kick off here. Comps are relatively stable.
Army went into Sombra. This is a very new pick.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, like, Sombra's rework didn't really... it seems like Harmony kind of ignored that rework, it looks like, but it looks like he's going to give it a try. But it's like UCF does kind of lose a few people. Their both their supports are down, but Laser does take down Harmony for trading his Tracer, of course. But it looks like UF is winning this first encounter with some very nice picks and snowballing that into a very, very clean sweep as they take the point for themselves.
This is the difference of running 2 dive DPS versus 1 dive DPS here. You do get a lot of sustain from having the soldier, but the burst potential goes down from the team comp. And it's a trade-off that UCF looks like they're willing to take, but we'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a bit of a gamble, but I mean, again, it could work. Like, if the burst doesn't work for UF, it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to hold things together without, you know, sustained DPS and without Harmony's down. And I think the comp's starting to fall apart a little. Zen might die here. He's pretty low. So is Lucio. Laser takes out the Tracer. And yeah, like I said, like, you know, without that sustained DPS, it's very hard to hold the fight together because Soldier's still decking out some bullets from his rifle.
Exactly.
Getting that ult charge, getting those kills. But speaking of ult charge, let's take a look at the ult economy.
Yeah, the ultimate economy looks fairly even between teams. This is the good thing about watching these very high-level teams is they're very good at managing their ultimate economy. Even if they are losing fights, they'll be able to hold it up well. It seems like both UF and UCF have roughly equal.
Yeah, I think UF has a bit more, just so slightly more, because it got some more damage in that first fight, but, I mean, still pretty even. I hear Pulse Bomb go off, but doesn't land, it looks like, because well, it didn't get a kill. And there we go, EMP goes off, but it doesn't matter. The Sombra is dead, but, oh, looks like that part doesn't matter either, because it looks like the Tracer in the ball goes down, but Transcendence kind of keeps the fight alive. Both the supports are kind of saving each other here. Soldier does have Visor up. Is he going to use it? Now's kind of an interesting time to use it.
It would be an overcommitment to use it at this point. Honestly, it was an overcommitment when they used both support ultimates at the same time.
Looks like he's going for... Ooh, the beat counter does save Lucio here. Looks like he's going to save his whole team as well, holding this fight together. But the point is still in UCF's possession, it looks like. Oh my god, I did not realize they held for that long.
Just ruined the ultimate economy for that point, and I don't think they're going to be able to recover from it by into this.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at UF's ult economy, they have Pulse Bomb coming up very soon on top of Transcendence and Minefield. I mean, that's gonna be hard to play against with only a Pulse Bomb. But I don't know, maybe some nice play shots might be what it takes to counter. But ooh, unfortunately, Tracer does fall to the Zen. Pulse Bomb on Laser finishes him off. Maybe a one shot. I think it's a one shot. And I think UF might win this. This is looking very hard for UCF. I don't think they can pull this back. I don't think they have enough time to do so. And with that loss of momentum, I mean, I'm gonna have to call here early, folks. I think UF does have this, but stuck Pulse Bomb takes out the Sombra. But again, the point's still up there. 4 people are left alive, and without your tank, you kind of have to push. Oh, another kill though from Laser takes out the Zen. The ball's kind of pushing into it, but Soldier, barely staying alive here. 50 health. The health pack is hacked. The Soldier can't take it, but the point does get back capped. During that whole fight, oh my god, it looks like
honestly, UCF pulled out a very good play there. That was very impressive. In all rights, they should have lost that fight, but they were able to pull through and make it work, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And now look at the ultimate economy, it's been reset, now it's roughly even again.
Yeah.
UF still has an advantage, but CF isn't far behind.
Right, and again, the points are gonna probably get to 99 both sides again. It looks like Lucio's kind of going for a knockback, getting that Soldier out of position. Oh, he's stuck by the Tracer Bomb though. Oh my god. Well, looks like Laser's not gonna be here for the rest of this fight, and I think this is gonna go over to UF. They managed to stay alive, win that very last fight, and has secured this round for themselves. And now it's gonna be 1-1 for this game. Oh my god. This is
very
way too close.
I will say this is a lot tighter than it's been previously. I think the new UCF roster has very much improved their gameplay, especially against this comp. It could be the new patch, but I do feel like UCF is just better.
Yeah, there's definitely a number of factors that we can interpret here, but yeah, the new roster definitely does seem to be playing much bit better into this. It's pretty even right now at the moment. This is an even match, like completely even, which is, I mean, if what we're saying is true, this is probably unprecedented in all of US history, it looks like.
The UF versus UCF matchups, I will say it has been pretty sweep heavy in US favor in the past.
Yeah, oh my god, a boosted roll onto the point. Again, ball versus ball here. This is just like the dive meta looks like, because I'm noticing
this is right now.
Meta. It's just a mirror match, and the Discord is exactly what you need to get that pick. Oh, but it trades off for the Tracer. I don't know, this is looking pretty close here, folks. Look at these skills going off. This is absolutely insane. Well, it's not even up yet again, and just absolutely crazy stuff from both teams here, because I mean, this is something you would see in a solo queue game in terms of, like, picks and everything, but like from both sides, I don't know, it's looking very close. Like, it's just going back and forth, back and forth.
Wins that 1v1? There's no way.
Somehow he wins against the Sombra. Again, Sombra is burst damage. Oh my god, I almost saw a boop off the map from Mammoth here. Almost gets Tracer, but it's a Tracer, not booping a Tracer. But wow. It was worth a shot.
We did see a ball get booped earlier, I will say.
You know, that's true, but UCF does end up winning the point after just, a number of skirmishes going out. I think Tracer is trying to go for this very, very sneaky play, but that doesn't score a kill. The ults are pretty equal, other than Laser having his Pulse Bomb up and ready to go. Oh, he chucks it. Does get the Brig without sticking, which is pretty close, but he gets a kill. It works anyway. With
UCF showed good display. They have both their supports dead, and they have the advantage. I do feel like UCF has been a traditionally very mechanically gifted team, and it's really showing in this matchup, the mirror matchup into Dive. So
right.
I feel like UCF will probably be able to win this if they keep it up this way.
Yeah, and it looks like UF's trying to counterplay a little bit. Does get the Tracer with a nice little headshot from Cassie. EMP goes off. Transcendence saves Ball's life only for a moment. Oh, and that moment's gonna last just a little bit longer because he stays alive, and he's gonna win this fight for UF. It looks like, because oh my god, UCF's right ball. Oh my god, what was that? Well, almost one shot that ball. What was that?
You were saying, but look at the kill feed. It's changed. It was red, but now look, it's blue in UCF's favor.
Red straight to blue looks like, oh my god, my eyes cannot interpret this, and also the fact that I think my stream is kind of
It's the
buffering
same
a little
for
bit.
me. It's the same for me.
Yeah, but my god, wait, oh my god, I thought that was gonna hold, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Boop was gonna keep that ball off point, but oh my god, with wall help like that, it doesn't matter. The kill works just the same. Pulse bomb is hacked off, but a recall into a kill? Is that it? Is that the last one? Oh, a pulse bomb doesn't even have to land because that is a win from UCF on Helios.
That's the first
you look
UCF
at that
map win against UFA team in months, maybe even in close to a year.
Wow.
That's impressive from a UCF roster.
Let's take a look at this highlight here from Mammoth. Let's see what he managed to pull off here. I don't remember what play he did, but oh my god, that was just disrespectful. Move into the wall. That beat saving the play. Looks like, oh my god, it counted.
I didn't even realize that in game.
Wow. I didn't see that. I mean, I was in the kill feed, but I didn't read it apparently because, oh my god, live by the sword, die by the sword. That was absolutely crazy.
You say sword, but more like live by the void, die by the void.
That is absolutely correct. But yeah, what an impressive display from UCF. I think a lot of things went into their favor with this match. I mean, the timing with the patch and, you know, with the new roster, I mean, like, it was there. The potential was there, and we turned that into kinetic energy.
I will say, it was interesting to see UF run a team comp that wasn't a sim-based comp, and it didn't look like it worked out for them very well. They might want to go back to their roots, and they will definitely be able to do that if the next map is King's Row. This is possibly UF's best map, and it makes sense why they chose it.
Yeah. I mean, like, the score is 1-0 in favor of UCF, so if UF wins this, we're going to have a tied game here, folks. We're going to be here for
we get
a
to
long
choose the
night.
map.
Yeah.
But
I mean...
choosing the map is a very strong thing, because the thing about UF's comp is that it's still a map-dependent comp. They're just very good at running it everywhere. But it doesn't mean that it means that you can still force them onto an uncomfortable place, force them to make mistakes, which is, I feel like, what happened on Ilios.
Right, yeah. I mean, like, the sim comp, I noticed here on Ilios, it's not as crazy, like, to kind of, like, run the teleport, like, comp, because it's like, you can't really get a good flank on any of the points, or at least ones that we got. You couldn't really get huge flanks in, because it was, like, the map is mostly just straight lanes onto the point. There's no, like, side areas to sneak behind, unlike King's Row here, which is, like, perfect for that kind of like, playstyle. But I mean, looks like the second game has started. It looks like we will find out in just a moment.
I have a question, just real quick. Is there a way to refresh Discord streams, because I'm having a little bit of an issue here?
Yeah, I'm having that too. It could be could be from productions, and I'm gonna try rejoining the stream real quick.
Yeah, just real quick.
Yeah, it's still the same for me. I don't know. I think our UCF Wi-Fi is bugging out once again, which is a bit unfortunate. But it just came back. Never mind.
Perfect. Yeah, it is from a production standpoint a little bit, which is fine. As long as it doesn't transfer to our viewers, it's perfectly fine. But at least we'll be able to see the gameplay a little bit better.
At least I can read the names of everyone, but let's take a look at this comp here. It looks like Harmony is back on that classic sim, and of course it's you know, it's his map. So I mean, we'll finally get to see the full potential of this play, I'm guessing.
Yes, this is a very scary situation to be playing against a Harmony sim brawl comp on King's Row. UCF is going to have to pull out their entire roster, every single character they can play, because this is going to be a very difficult map.
Oh yeah, so it looks like we have Laser on Ashe, which is Ashe is very strong and Laser is very strong, it looks like. So I think it's a pretty strong fight that's being put up here, and we'll get the teleport into the backline, already kind of messing things up a little bit. Map is very low. It looks like does get that kill though. UCF is holding strong. They're saying they're not taking no for an answer. They're gonna win this. It looks like. Oh my god, it's triple pick. Four picks Was that 5? I didn't count properly.
They killed everyone, but that was very impressive. I mean, UF pulled their UF thing and they got the first pick, but UCF wasn't deterred by that. They just turned it around. They got more picks. And that's exactly what they need to be doing, because I feel like they can't prevent the first pick against this comp. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, but it seems like looks like a fight starting once again, and yeah, going for that flank, just getting to that top side, and Tracer sneaking up from behind. Laser struggling a little bit, but I mean, he's holding strong. He's not dead. And the point is still not being taken just yet. Oh my god, is that Wrecking Ball going in for that massive roll into the whole enemy team's strike, ladies and gentlemen, because he is about to win this game for us, looks like. And
if he gets this minefield, he certainly will.
Yeah, but he's kind of low. He's kind of hurting a little bit. That just all that rolling is not. It's not really great for him. But yeah, that minefield coming up very soon. The point is at 2 ticks, and the minefield goes up. And there we go. The zoning is exactly what he needs to get you off the point. And it looks like the window goes up. And oh my god, a flank and a few more picks. Jesus Christ, UCF is playing this so perfectly, it looks like. Just getting all these kills,
just dividing. Honestly, this is such an impressive dive showing, you know? This is what dive is meant to be. It's meant to be fast, it's meant to be precise, surgical even. And UCF's just pulling that off. They're working with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the old UF comp, it ain't working anymore, it looks like, because, I mean, they're struggling.
I feel like it's a little bit too early. If that lady hasn't sung yet, let's say that much.
That, you know, you make a fair point. I mean, like, the symbol is up and ready to go. That could totally change things. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, Tracer just escaped by the skin of her teeth. Unfortunately, I can't say a thing about the ball, but oh my god. The life flashed right before her eyes, but she's gonna make them see the same thing, it looks like. Because the beat saving Ash, a dynamite goes out, doesn't score him, unfortunately, but the overclock from Sojourn does hold things together, and now UF has the payload, and they're gonna start rolling it straight down this nice lane for everyone to have fun with. Because I mean, again, remember from last time, we had an Ash on defense at this point, and oh my god, that Ash was not going anywhere. And
I know, it's a very strong pick. I will say that this is a very interesting scenario because UF did swap from ROM to Orisa. This does counter ball a lot more, so this might be a much more difficult situation now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Ball's still going for this type of dive play. He's kind of just like trying to mess up the positioning. I mean, that's kind of his work. Just, you know, knocking people around, knocking them out of position for those picks. It seems like Tracer wants to take advantage of that. Oh my god, roll right over the turret, clearing away for Tracer, and trying to take out the Orisa. 40 HP! Oh my god!
Oh, he's gone, but that was impressive by Vox.
Jesus Christ, and Transcendence goes off. I think the defense holds steady here, ladies and gentlemen, because UF does lose some of their best players to those picks, and wow, UCF holds that so strong.
Bond sacrificed himself to win the fight because he was able to break open their team with his very strong CC.
Yeah, absolutely, and I mean, again, combined with Tracer kind of playing right behind that, trying to follow up, and, you know, Ash poking from the high ground, it's exactly
just to pause a little bit. I do want to point out the ultimate economy here. It is fairly even, but I feel like Mines is a very strong. Oh, they just used it.
Yeah, that might be the zoning tool, maybe not. But I mean, trying to use it with Simon. Oh my god, the sweep! Oh, sweep into Antsy. Jesus Christ! Wow, amazing skill shots landed.
I thought I was watching Overwatch 1 for a moment there. How many CC tools were used on him?
Yeah, that was just incredible, but I mean,
I just see a double
pick with a pulse bomb, and Orisa is gonna fall here too. Wow, I mean, Wrecking Ball was dead, but the rest of the team was still alive and kicking, it looks like, and they kicked hard. Wow, I'm so sad we missed that double pulse bomb kill, but I mean, it worked, didn't it? Now there's only a minute 15 left, and they're not at the second point yet.
Oh man, that might have been a mistake.
It saves his life, but I mean, like, is it worth it? Because that's 2 picks down anyway. Harmony takes out the ball, and I think there's some notes that got taken out way earlier. I didn't check, but
It was
I mean,
it was Zenyatta. Takor was taken out first.
yeah, Zen does go down along with the ball, which is probably what UF needed to regain their momentum. It looks like. And oh my Jesus Christ.
Laser gets picked very late. This is not a good look for UCF.
Yeah, the momentum is back in UF's hands, and they have a Deadeye up too. I want to say it's high noon, but it ain't high noon just yet. It looks like because well, we don't really have good placement for that just yet. But let's see if Zai can give us a nice little show.
Able to stabilize right now because I feel like they were a little bit spread apart in how they were picked apart, but now they've stabilized a little bit. They'll be able to put up a good fight here. But they swapped to a poke comp.
Yeah,
I feel like this may work. We'll see what happens.
It could, but I mean, with the ult economy, UF has way stronger ult economy right now. But I mean, a Bob and Transcendence it's pretty strong together. Oh, but Terra Surge, Lee Sin versus Death, and it looks like I think you get. Oh my God, UCF's gonna get a few more picks with that. Corey's coming in with the ball and just wiping out everyone with this team. Just absolutely amazing mechanical display, which I think leads to a loss of. I think that is ult economy put in the hands of UCF because I mean they only
have a minute left on the clock, and you know the clock's always on the defender's side. I feel like this is going to be a very difficult push for UF.
Right,
and they swapped to a poke comp as well.
Well, it looks like Polk is the name of the game now. It's almost a mirror comp again, but I mean, I think UF definitely has the advantage here. I mean, they have Transcendence Zone, they have Dragon Strike ready to go in 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, but he might die for that, unfortunately.
UCF has advantage here though. Look at this kill feed.
Yeah, all the kills are going in their favor, looks like, but it's still kind of, I don't know, it's a little close here. There's still potential for both sides to win, but I mean, with the ult coming of UCF, I'm putting my money on them.
If Mammoth gets this window, putting the Ashe with window on high, Hanzo with window on high ground even.
And also, looks like Grapton Surge goes up, doesn't hit anyone. Oh my God, the map! Oh my God, Dragon Strike doesn't land any kills, but oh my God, I'm sorry, that was just insane. 59 there, but UF's holding steady. Oh, that window placement, I don't know, you see that? It's kind of weird.
I was unable to.
it was kind of like parallel with the lane. It was kind of weird, but a pick from Zyke onto Laser, but a switch to Doom from Bond does get kill on Godzo here, and it's overtime and not enough time. It looks like Ball almost made it back, so that is gonna end this round in such a close fashion. Wow.
These games have been very close, and honestly, I still feel like UCF can win this, but they can very easily be full held.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for UCF. I think it's going to be hard for UCF to play this because I think the sim comp that we've been seeing so far, it might work. I don't know if it works better on defense. I haven't seen it, but if you want to go for like that nice flank pick, the teleporter is going to be very beneficial to kind of rough up UCF's like structure here.
It's very difficult to push forward, I will say. It's hard to push forward and stay together properly in order to make sure the sim comp doesn't work against this. But it looks like they're trying to play dive instead, which is actually a fairly good decision, I think. It's going to be difficult, but without their backline being as necessary, which is it'll probably work out.
Looks like Laser has switched over to Widow here. I don't know. Ooh, what?
They're just swapping to snipers to try to get an early pick. Is probably what they're doing.
That's probably the play here. I can totally see that working. I mean,
it's a very traditional King's Row strat, yeah.
Just grappling up to that to that little window, that little door, getting a little pick, switching back, and then making the play work. Because I mean, the defenders have to run like a half marathon to get back to the point. The door is right there for the offense. But let's see the positioning here. It looks like a teleporter goes up from Sim, but I think only one person hit it. It looks like, if anyone hit it at all. Yeah, someone did hit it. It looks like it, I can't tell you that's a Sim. Laser's trying to get the speed. He can't find anyone. It looks like he's kind of checking his angles. Like, where are these people at?
Looks like they're finally forced to contest point there. That's all that they were trying to do this entire time. They were trying to force the tank to come down to point and fight for it.
Yeah, and now on 50 health, gets a health pack though. Ooh, close one. He might be able to hold this, and you know, with everyone having the support passive, I mean, he doesn't really need a healer back there to help him out. He kind of just waits a little bit, and then boom, he's right back into play. Oh, a headshot from Laser melts Sigma's health just a little bit, but I mean, with
forces out cooldowns, very important ones too.
Those cooldowns, yeah. Ooh, nice little pick by Laser there. Nice little headshot to another headshot. Oh, another nice clean kill. Takes the point, it looks like. I think that leads to a clean 3-tick point. Oh my god, another headshot? Wow.
Laser is a very impressive Widow player, honestly. Look at this play today, honestly.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he puts mine to shame, and it looks like, yeah, he's kind of giving us a little show. Oh my god. Before switching over to Ashe, sacrificing the old charge, but I mean, he's playing Widow. Do you really care when you're playing Widow?
No, you don't really care when playing Widow. I mean, it's nice to have, but it doesn't make that huge of a difference.
I'd rather have Bob and, you know, Ashe. They're a little stronger, but I mean, let's see how that plays out for this next fight. So it looks like Bob kind of gets swept in the middle of the whole team. Almost dies for it, but ooh, Sim is kind of struggling here to survive, but the Laser, the Laser is just a little too strong, but Laser coming in with the trade, getting vengeance for his teammate and kind of trying to catch Brick out position, but it's going to be a little bit hard to do so. Since she has a nice little shield to protect her, but the payload is being shoved. Tracer almost dies there, somehow survives that. Transcendence does keep the whole team alive, it looks like, and the momentum just keeps on going. The ball stays rolling, and I think that's going to be a nice clean push by UCF here. They're still going, looks like. Hold on a second, I'm knocking on my door, I'm so sorry.
I'll cover for you while you check for that. Really, the UCF comp has been doing very well. I feel like the Symmetra almost slows down UF's dive comp here. I feel like they might need to swap off of it. The ultimate economy is generally equal. UCF has a little bit worse. And Glory Blade gets a huge pulse ball into an ulting frig. And into another kill onto Harmony. This is just an impressive showing from Glory Blade at this moment.
And alright, I returned, but yeah, that was, oh my god, what I just watched.
Glory Blade popped off is what you missed. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I did catch the tail end of that. Looks like Glory Blade is kind of going crazy on Tracer. Nice little pulse bomb into just a few more kills for free almost. Just leads to again. Nice push.
Again, on ult economy. I was saying that they were missing their ult economy a little bit. They were a little bit worse than UF's, but UF used 4 ults that fight and still lost.
Wow, that is impressive by UCF to still hold that together, and it looks like the payload is almost made. And if UCF kind of pushes it in just a little bit more, they're gonna win this match. That will be wraps for them, it looks like. And it looks like Glory's trying to 1v1 the ball and is winning almost. Pulse bomb is almost up. Literally two shots will put it back up. That's gonna be a nice little pick into Bob though from Laser across to a quadra kill. Wins that game. UCF
rolled.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but UCF rolled that attack against UF. I don't know what happened here, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a Laser did get the point. I think it was the quadra kill we just saw there. Yeah, Bob goes in, just flanking from behind, helping out the Tracer. But I mean, Bob kind of did work here, it looks like. But yeah. A few shots though ends up giving that quadra kill over to him. We didn't see the last
is
bit
that
of that.
Is that into map or is this best of 5? Or into game? It's best of 5.
If it's best of 5, wow, long night. We're gonna be in for another one, but that brings UCF to 2-0. Which I mean, that was a bit unprecedented from what I know about this.
Completely.
I mean, I thought it would be 1-1.
Yeah, UF is a very strong team. I mean, you see it too. I mean, these maps haven't been. I mean, maybe not King's Row. That King's Row attack was very strong, but everything else has been a very tight game between both of the teams.
Yeah, I think in that last bit there, like, UCF, like, had such great momentum there, and despite, like, UF, like, kind of having the old economy, I mean, UCF was in much like in a much better position to just counter. And it kind of worked out. I think that also has something to do with like the patch just changing everything. Like you can't run the same comp. You can't get those
Oh, it is
hits
best
as
of 5.
easily. Best of 5. Okay, well, UF might be able to pull this back. It's completely possible. I mean, they're picking the maps every single time. It looks like. I mean, they did lose. It looks like what it was Kings Row their best map.
I wouldn't know if it's their best map. I would think it's their best hybrid map, though.
Okay.
It is going to be very difficult on route as well. Honestly, it is a very difficult map. They are playing defense first. It looks like. So I think UCF wants to. Oh no, I mean UCF gets to play defense first.
Okay. Well, it is going to be a payload map for this next round. It looks like. But I mean, this is just insane. I'm speechless after that last game. Like, that was such a clean push by UCF. I was not prepared to see them end that game so quickly. But I mean, if they keep going with this, like again, wraps 3-0 is completely possible here by UCF, which I mean.
It's usually the other way around. It's usually a 3-0 by UF. It would be incredible to see UCF win here.
Oh, it would be quite poetic to say the least. But I mean, we would love to see it. I mean, we're a bit biased because we are UCF students. But
of course. I mean, we're on the UCF official stream. I mean, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know we're biased.
Yeah, but I mean, even with that considered, like if UCF does win this 3-0, not only is like yay, we like our school wins, it's also that wow, they played that so well to beat the legendary UF A team.
UF is the best, was at least, and we don't know after this game, but they have been the best team in Florida for years. I mean, since Overwatch 2 came out, at least.
Yeah, I mean, like it's definitely a nice little change of pace here to see like a new team kind of step up and take the play. But I mean, like it's a hard match either way. UCF has to pull out everything, like play every card to kind of win against UF here. I mean, I'm glad it's working, but my God, is it? I mean, a struggle for both teams.
I mean, honestly, if a scoreline doesn't show it, but these have been very close matches. I mean, literally one more ultimate used at a different place would have changed the outcome of any of them.
Right, and I mean, even going smaller than that, like an extra headshot from UF, like one extra bullet could have changed things as well. We have no idea. I mean, we'll never know. It's in the past, but I mean.
I mean, that's how it works. I mean, Overwatch matches decide by the small plays and the large plays. That's why it makes it such a good game to watch, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100% action-packed. I mean, the team play is needed. The mechanics
The visual
are needed.
vomit is a little hard sometimes, but
it's better than League of Legends. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, you're a League caster. I haven't touched that game, and I'm proud to say it.
Trust me, you need to know so much more for that game. I mean, this game you can't just fight each other the whole time. Like in League, you have to track so many things. But anyway, enough about League.
Enough about League in an Overwatch stream. Okay.
Yeah, much better game being played here. I don't know if the game's gonna start just yet, but if the map is root, I mean, I do like this map. I would like to see how UCF plays it. Might take some notes.
I hope to see poke comp from UCF. I feel like that might be what they're going to play. Traditionally, very mechanical teams love playing poke because it's a very pick-heavy comp and allows them to kind of play comfortably. And this map is pretty good for poke as well.
Yeah.
I guess we're about to see.
Yeah, it looks like I think UCF is defending it. Looks like, but I mean, once the 20 seconds is up here, we're kind of just waiting for them to pick. I mean, let's see the positioning from UCF on their defense.
Oh, just a comment. They did change Route 66 first point. If anyone doesn't know, if you can look around here, they've added some extra cover. They made a taller rock. It looks a little bit nicer in my opinion as well.
Yeah, I definitely do like this aesthetic a little bit. Kind of reminds me of that one cinematic back in the day. But
oh, I forgot the name of that one. What was it?
I forget, but it's one with like Cassie and Ash kind of standing off. Of course, Cassie wins because apparently he's a hero. But I mean, memories, you know, back from the days of Overwatch 1. But anyway, enough nostalgia.
I mean, they use this very odd term though. They use this like McCree or I don't remember really well. You know.
I don't know. I'll Solo's name is Cassidy. Cole Cassidy's a nice name. I kind of like it, but
yeah, I think it's a cool name. I don't know this mysterious McCree character though. Never heard of him.
I don't know. That sounds like a better name, but oh well. His name's
Cole. Whoa! You
Cole
can't be saying that.
sorry, I forgot. This is not sponsored. I'm joking. But anyway, looks like the game has definitely kicked right off. Ball went for a nice little flank, but kind of got caught by Harmony, who's on Sombra once again. Looks like
they're playing full dive at this point.
Yeah,
honestly, it worked last time. It might work this one.
It could, yeah, but I mean, UCF pulling quite steady here, and looks like Sombra is about to fall here. Ooh, but she still had the translocator up, and nice little bait to take out Bond. I think that might be what UCF needs to kind of like push this along and kind of just get that first point, you know, done and over with. But we'll get Laser. Nice little teabag to start things off for us. But I mean, he's kind of struggling here. I mean, he kind of revealed his position a little bit, trying to stay in the game, but you know, the hack is going to prevent him from using that recall. But I just noticed both teams are going Sombra and Tracer, which is quite interesting. I mean, just counter diving. Ooh, a hacking Lucio off the wall, kind of pushing back a little bit. Seems like what he's trying to do here.
Pick on Godzilla, but he's Zenyatta.
Ooh, looks like a few picks have gone off here, it seems like. I completely missed that. But I think UCF is holding this quite strong here. Winston and Sombra are the last ones, it looks like. And UCF's trying to, you know, catch him on the way out. Ooh, almost gets it, but the healing. Oh, but it doesn't matter because Laser finishes it right off with some nice little spray from the dual pistols. That's going to be quite bad for UF because that's a pretty late stagger.
I mean, we've seen so many dive comps this game. I do want to say, I hope we see more dive. It's been a long time since dive has been very meta, but maybe this new patch is going to make it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, we still got quite a ways to go. The season just started, and well, this is a nice little way to kick things off. So you have a froze play, it looks like, or he does get out of there, but it looks like a whoop takes out Bond, which is
even trades across the board. Yeah. Look at this.
Ooh, it's just a close match in general. Like, I mean,
but they use both for support ultimates at the same time. That's an overcommitment by UF.
That's a little much. You don't really need both. One is more than enough, honestly. You kind of want to delay a little bit if you are going to use that at the same time, but I mean, it didn't really work out because UCF just held that so strong despite, you know, having dealing no damage and having to deal with 1,000 health on every single enemy. I'm surprised they held that as strong as they did. Because, I mean, look at that, 3 meters. Look at how close UF was to getting that, but I mean, like, just...
It didn't pan out for them. And now look at the ultimate economy. You might be there and saying, well, both teams have 3 ultimates, but the difference is who has the ultimates. You need one support ult in order to make sure that you can keep your team alive, especially when you're playing double lane supports like UCF Zenyatta. It's very difficult to keep your team alive at times.
Yeah, and with only 60 seconds left, UF is gonna have to really commit into this next play, or else it's gonna be very hard for them to, you know, make things work. I don't know if they're holding the ults. Ooh, looks like the beat does go off. Mammoth does use his. So the EMP goes off from Harmony. Does get a kill, but Laser trades it back on the other side of the map. It looks like Corey does fall. Who's left? Harmony. Who's left? Winston. Oh my God! It just picks all over the board. Laser barely escapes that. Well, pulse spot would have been massive there if he hit it, but like he didn't want to commit it, which is understandable. But 20 seconds left. I mean, I don't know. It
looks like they're trying to commit EMP here, is what I'm thinking. We'll see what happens though.
EMP looks like he wants to do it. He really wants to. Yeah, he's going for it. There we go. Massive
big EMP.
Nice little pick. Oh my God, double pick on the supports. Triple pick on the Winston. Oh my God, I think UCF folds this perfectly. Yeah, Sombra has to get there, but doesn't. She doesn't. Oh my God, UCF might just win this right now.
Yeah, UCF may just take this entire series right here. Of course, they still have to win roughly 2 fights, I think, in a row in order to do it, but
I mean,
That's
just
completely doable. Look at what just happened.
yeah, and look at the distance they have to make. It's like you don't even have to push it that far. It again, the first point even we didn't get to see the rest of the map yet, which is like I don't know, like well
I mean,
sad,
this is
but
the only
kind of
part that
cool.
changed. Let's be real, but
True,
it's nice to
true.
see the change part of a map.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's a very fair point. I mean, like, I don't remember how it was back in the day. I wasn't playing back then, it seems like. I just remember this is how it is right now. I kind of like it. It works.
Well, I mean, this just changed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just changed this part of the map.
Interesting.
I think it was during the mid-season patch, so it wasn't this like Tuesday, just
Oh,
like
that
2
was
days ago,
like
but it was like a month ago they changed this.
Oh, that's pretty recent. I didn't notice that apparently because I definitely played longer than just a month. But I mean, well, let's take a look at the comps here while we're waiting. Looks like Glory switched over to Widow and Lasers one on Tracer this time. Harmony's
Yeah, they're
still
taking
on,
advantage
on
of these
Sombra.
huge sightlines on this map, and really what they're taking advantage of is Widow still having a one-shot. It's really, she's really the only character that can one-shot anymore in the game. I mean, technically Genji can, technically Zen can if he hits a full volley, but that's kind of it.
I mean, those are projectiles and they're a little hard to hit, but yeah, Widow is gonna be very nice here. I mean, just going for those snipes. If Gordon takes out that Lucio right now, I don't know. Oh my god. Let's see. I was about to say, let's see what happens, but oh my god, almost gets that double. Oh, just so close.
Glory has been a very strong player for a long time. It's funny, Glory is technically the flex DPS player for the UCF roster, but he has a very strong hit scan play as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it looks like UCF is holding this quite well. I mean, like, Bond's just, like, laying waste on that Lucio. Unfortunately, it did cost his Widow, because Harmony did sneak in behind. I think, like, after the first few picks, I don't know if Widow is still the best choice here, because, I mean, you're fighting a Tracer and a Sombra, you're just asking to get flanked. But, I mean, UCF seems to be holding it together either way. I mean, committing so many resources.
I mean, there's only one more fight
Widow.
left in the game. Well, maybe one more fight left in the game.
Assuming, you know, it's a touch, but I mean, like, looks like UCF does make it back, but oh my god. The self-destruct does take out 2 people, looks like. I think Tracer thought she was safe back there. Wait.
That's GG's for UCF.
I didn't process that. UCF just, wow. UCF
It's just 3-0'd.
Well, that is absolutely insane. That was the fastest I've seen a Root game. Let's see,
It's up there for me as well. That was a very fast Root game.
Looks like Bond did get that play. I don't think it was even with looks like, unless it was. Oh no, it definitely was.
It was the pulse bomb. I mean, yeah, pulse bomb, you know what I mean? Diva bomb.
It works the same way almost, but yeah, very nice way to end this off out with a bang. It looks like, and UCF looks like they did win 3-0. Quite a poetic ending for tonight's stream, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised here because once again, UF has been the team that wins most of the time for a very long time, and UCF looks like our new roster is doing very well in this new patch especially.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think again all these different factors coming into play, like just a perfect storm for UCF to, you know, take that title away from UF. I think they are definitely on the road to have a very nice season this semester. I definitely think it's completely possible for them to, you know, steamroll just the rest of this whole series out. And if UF does want to, retake their name, they're going to have to kind of change things up a little bit. It looks like, because what we saw tonight apparently wasn't it.
I mean, once again, we'll see in the future, but it may be that UF isn't used to the new patch, but honestly, even if they weren't, UCF just played there. I mean, the first map was very close. The second map was a little bit far apart. And this last map, I mean, I hate to say it was a roll.
It was definitely a roll. I think UCF definitely did have their momentum. They had their A game up. Probably their mental too. They're probably like, oh my god, we're winning these. Let's go. But I mean, just I can't be too at a noise complaint, but that was just absolutely crazy. Crazy night. I did not expect like a game to be starting so close and then just like scaling out into like UCF just has this like wow. That's all I can
Yeah,
say. Wow.
it was a wow moment. I feel like the snowball had been rolling from the beginning, of course, but I feel like it really started on that um, attack run on King's Row, really,
Oh yeah.
because they started winning every fight there, honestly. And same thing on, and it just kept on going into Root. I mean, they lost one fight on Root, but then they just won every other one.
Yeah, I mean, like it's hard to say exactly, like what made those plays work, but I mean, like it kind of just turned into, hey, like we're getting this pick, we're catching them out position the same way that they wanted to do the same to us, and well, I mean, kind of hang them with their own stuff. But I mean, just again, nothing else to say other than good job. That was absolutely spectacular, and well, I hope you guys definitely did enjoy watching those as much as we did. I know I had fun watching this. How about you?
Very much. I mean, this is the first UCF win against UF in a very long time. So maybe not very long time, but like in an actual match, I mean, traditionally, it's great to see UCF win these now, and this might make us the best team in Florida. We'll see when we
Yeah,
fight against USF.
right. I mean, that's a bit down the road, but yeah, I totally agree with that. I definitely think UCF is definitely on a path towards victory, and I do hope they do get this win because I mean I think it was long overdue for them. But yeah, I mean I hope you guys did enjoy that as much as we did. And I mean I think that's like all from us.
I believe so as well. I hope everyone has a great night and see you next time on UCF Overwatch.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace. I don't know.
Yeah, are we off air yet?
Yeah, I don't know.